We're back at 2:25. For high school seniors, good news. You got into college. For the parents of those seniors, some bad news. Those student loans that you may have to take off are going to cost more because Congress has raised interest rates almost 1% higher they could be than in years past, and that, freshmen, could cost you more than $1,000 in additional interest over the 4-year life or over the life of the loans for 4 years of college. Joining us with more on the rising cost of student aid, Martin Smith, one of our friends from Wealthcare Financial Group. Good to have you here.
Good to be back. Thank you.
A number of things fueling this, not the least of which is that these have been very inexpensive loans in the past, and there are a lot of people, particularly in Congress, who are saying, hey, wait a minute, we want to encourage kids going to college, we want to help them do that, but these loans are pretty cheap. Maybe they can be paying a little bit more. Well, they will be paying more now as a result.
Yeah, they're going to be paying on average about 80 basis points more, and that equates to about $46 more per $10,000 that they borrow on an annual basis. And you're talking about over a 10-year period now, because these loans are pegged to the 10-year.
That's the length of the loan, the payback, yeah.
Right. So as a result of that, what we're going to see probably is it get a little bit worse because interest rates are set to go up in the future. And you think about it, in the last, year or two, about 7 million undergraduate students in the year 2012 through 14 has taken out Stafford loans, subsidized loans.
So there's a big population out there that are carrying these loans around. And something else that you said in there too is probably worthy of our consideration. These loans are now indexed so that as interest rates rise, so will the interest rates on these things. So it's not like it's not like that fixed rate loan for a car or a house or something like that. There is a variable component here.
There is. And there are really 5 things I think people could do to put themselves in a better position to sort of beat the interest rate. And I think those 5 things would start with 1, consider staying in-state. In-state schools, of course, cost potentially thousands of dollars less per year than a private school. Secondly, I would recommend that you consider community college. Parents should consider community colleges for their children. I went to community college for a year before transferring to Howard University back in 1988. However, if you think about it, you can take the same classes at a community college at a fraction of the cost, and the students are going to save money on room and board because they're going to be at home. So just that alone, community college, staying in state, is going to be a tremendous help to beating that interest rate.
You hit on a couple of things there that I think a lot of people, the notion is that the kid goes to college and they go away to college, wherever it is. But there are some things to do now because tuition, room and board always seems to be going up, the rising cost of higher education, and now the rising cost of financing that higher education. Consumers need to be a little more vigilant and a little more creative in how they spend their money, if you will.
Right. And on that note, also, I would say work the web. You can work the web. Online enrollment is up 30% in the last 3 years. About 54% of parents prefer that their children take some courses online. You're going to save money on tuition, perhaps. You're going to save on commuting costs. So online enrollment, and also, be very aggressive and proactive looking for scholarships. You don't need straight A's to get scholarships. There's all kinds of scholarships available for various types of students, but you have to go out and look for them. And lastly, I would say is focus on 4. You notice most students that go into school thinking 4 years, sometimes they come out in 5 years. So there's no better way to blow a college budget than to have to spend an extra year or semester or later in college.
And I can just say from personal experience, I have a freshman who just got back from class a short time ago. The reason that we picked the school we did is that they, from the moment we walked in there for the welcome to the Longwood campus, was we aim to get your kid done in 4. And I think that's probably pretty smart marketing, particularly with the cost of education and financing going up. Great stuff. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having
us, as always. Martin Smith is with Wealthcare Financial Group. We look forward to his expertise when he joins us.